Hello Changemakers and welcome to Mindset Live. I'm Chris and I'm going to be your coach today. Now today's session is pre-recorded and I'm going to be talking about how to design for healthy snacking. You know, we hear about snacking so much and snacking takes up a lot of our calories. In fact, we eat about 25% of our calories from snacks alone. And that's not necessarily good or bad. But let's talk about how to pick healthier snacks and better snacks to have available so when you are snacking, you can make some solid choices. Before we get started though, I want to start with our Mindset Live tradition, which is sharing a bit of gratitude. As I mentioned, this is pre-recorded, so I'm going to pull some of your gratitudes and gratefulness from the app. I'm going to start by sharing my own though. First, I'm grateful for a fantastic cup of tea this afternoon. Now, I love coffee in the morning, but it was rainy out this morning, and I was doing some work in my office, and I found some tea in our pantry that I actually didn't even know we had until I was digging through for some things. So it was nice, it was warm, and it was tasty. And let's see some of that I'm pulling from the app here. All right, I see that Kristen is grateful for a new puppy. Yes. Lots of puppies, I've heard about lots of puppies now with COVID going on, with all of this. Lots of new dogs in home. So great that you have a new dog as well, Kristen. What else? I see that Janet is grateful for a coworker. Yeah, absolutely. It's so great to hear these, and it's so great to share that love. And hopefully, Janet, share that love with that coworker so they can hear this as well. What else here? I see that Rhonda is grateful for learning about a new program today. Oh, very cool. Always great to learn new things. That's fantastic. And I see that Jenna is grateful for her kids, for sure. Awesome. Great job. I love reading those. And I love hearing about what we're grateful for. It's so important to share this gratitude because it's important for our health. It's important for our mindset. And we know that you can't be upset or bothered when you're also grateful. So those two things can't happen simultaneously. So thank you for sharing all those in the app. All right, let's get back to the topic at hand, which is how to design for healthy snacking. Now, when we think about snacking, the idea of a snack is that little eating that happens between meals. Pretty straightforward, right? But when we think about smart snacking, there's a lot of options out there, and snacks can ultimately become large as meals. So we need to start to think about how do we design our snacks? How do we make our snacks be as healthy and as like we want them to? Well, first of all, let's talk about 1-2 snack. Well, we think about a snack as kind of a bridge between meals. So we have breakfast and lunch and dinner. Well, the snacks might be the timing between those. Now, I'm not saying you need to snack between every single meal, but those are kind of the gaps where most people might snack, and even at night as well. Well, the question is, when we think about designing a snack, the question is, what is that snack made from? Well, there's a couple key ingredients you want to think about, and those ingredients are these 3: fiber, protein, and fat. And the reason those 3 ingredients are important are because those 3 ingredients help that snack give you long-lasting energy that we're looking for. Okay, so we have protein, fiber, and fat. All of those take a long time to digest. All of those give us consistent energy for a period of time and don't give us that quick rush, an up and down of energy, then we crash again. So the question then is, what are some snacks that have those ingredients and how much of each of those should we look for? Well, here are some examples of foods. Nuts. Nuts have protein, fiber, and fat. They have all 3 in one single food. Now, portion is important, and it's about a handful of a portion that you want to look for when you're thinking about nuts. And any kind of them work, whether it's pistachios, walnuts, peanuts, it doesn't matter, almonds, they're all great options, but about a handful is key. What else can we choose? Well, yogurt, fruit. Now, fruit doesn't have protein, but it does have some fiber. So maybe if you need a little bit more, you could add a little cheese to it, or some peanut butter, or a small handful of nuts as well. Trail mix, beef jerky, all of these are great, quick, easy options that give us at least some of those three ingredients. Again, we're looking for protein, fiber, and fat. Vegetables is another one that always comes to mind. Fruit and vegetables you can never go wrong with. Need a little bit more? Dip it in hummus, dip in guacamole to give you some of that protein or some of that fat that you're looking for. Now, the other piece again is how much of each of these ingredients are we looking for? And I don't want to get too technical here. I don't need you to start counting numbers. In general, we want maybe a couple grams of fiber would be great. Same thing with protein, a little bit of protein, and honestly, the same thing with fat. So that's not tremendously specific, but a few grams of each of those, or at least some of those, will get you headed in the right direction. But be aware that we also don't want snacks to be too substantial. Just the other day, I was hungry and I was on the go. I grabbed a bar that we happened to have in our pantry, and I was going to eat the entire thing. Well, the entire thing was about 300 calories. Well, that's pretty substantial when it comes to a snack. So keep in mind, what is the snack needed? How much energy is it going to give? And how long is that going to last? If it's something just quick and easy before a meal, well, I might not need that much. If I'm out hiking or exercising, or it's going to be a long time before I have my next opportunity to eat, well then yeah, maybe that meal can be a little bit more substantial. But keep that in mind. Again, the three ingredients I talked about were protein, fiber, and fat, and number portions as well. What is that snack needed for? What is that snack going to do for you? And what is the next opportunity you have to eat? That will determine just how big that snack really should be. And last but not least, remember, you don't have to snack all the time. You don't have to snack between meals. Just if you don't have a chance to eat something more substantial, if it's going to be a long time between meals and before the next meal, then all of those might be opportunities. And when in doubt, fruit and vegetables will always be a great option. So keep that in mind the next time you're thinking about, should I snack? What should I snack on? And is this snack good for what I need? Keep that in mind when you're thinking about snacking. That being said, I want to leave you with a call for generosity. Every week we do this, and this is no different. So this week, I want you to pick up your phone, call someone that you love, just say hello, tell them you're thinking about them, have a conversation that maybe you haven't had with them in a long time. Great talking to you this week, and I can't wait to see you next week. See you then.